All right, it's media day, and we are visited with Dobie head coach Stafford. We're talking about 22-6A. It's the small 7-team district, but it's got a lot of punch to it because top three teams are always usually pretty solid there, and it's usually you, Channelview, and Deerview or Deer Park battling it out. Channelview got it last year, but talk about how this district is, and is with 7 teams. Is it a hindrance because you got to make sure you get these wins, or is it to make the playoffs, or is it easier because you only have to jump over 3?
Well, it definitely makes the picture clear on what the task at hand is. You know, you have to win so many games with a 17 district in order to get in the playoffs. You know, kind of as you mentioned, this district does pack a lot of punch, even though it's only got 7 teams.
Right.
And so last year, Deer Park and Channelview were able to, be on top. Southeastern was able to come in third, and we unfortunately came in fourth, but we're still able to make the playoffs. It's a good district from top to bottom, and just by having 7 teams, you still got your work cut out for you week to week.
Talk about your team a little bit before we get back to the district. Traditionally, wing T team. It probably confuses a lot of non-district opponents for sure. The district might be used to it by now, or at least somewhat used to it. They still probably don't see it every day. But talk to me about how you got to get your running backs ready to go for an offense that's so intricate like that.
Well, we do. The wing T, in my experience, I've ran the wing T a long time. Dobie High School has run the wing T a long time. We ran the wing T when I was here in the past. It's a great offense, and Dobie's had a lot of success running that wing T. We do have some good backs to plug in to that wing T formation. It does put a lot of pressure on people around the city, even people in our district who see it on a regular basis. Still no easy defend, especially with some of the kids that we have that will plug into there. Guys like Cameron Matthews, DeMarcus Hodges, just to name a few guys. Those individuals are pretty good at what they do, and that wing T scheme gives them a chance to showcase some of their talents.
A lot of misdirection, a lot of confusion there on the defense, trying to figure out who's got the ball. And Cameron definitely seemed to excel there because he got over 1,000 yards. You expect him to kind of be the leader of that backfield this year?
We do, without a doubt. Cam had a great offseason. He had a great sophomore campaign year where he did some things kind of coming into his own. He's picked up some weight, picked up some speed, and he's picked up some leadership skills. And so he is truly, even as a junior, the leader of that offensive backfield here at Dobie, without a doubt.
Talk a little bit about your defense. You got experience coming back on defense. I mean, you got 6 guys coming back that return. Talk about how you hope they kind of step up here in this district play.
Well, at every level on that defense, we bring starters back from a year ago. We have the makings to have definitely a great defense. The defense is probably led from secondary guy, CJ Richard. He's a 3-year starter back there, 2-year team captain, playing at the free safety position. He definitely is a guy to be reckoned with in that secondary. Our secondary is going to be a strength of our program. You come down to the linebacker level, we have some guys returning. Dempsey Spears, he's the holdover from a year ago playing in that position. He's another guy who's picked up weight, picked up strength, and is a great team leader. He's also one of our team captains. And then you go down on our defensive line, Roger Drumgo. We've moved him out to defensive end. It just so happens all 3 of those individuals were voted team captains by their teammates, and they pack a heavy punch on that defensive unit. I expect those guys to be pretty salty on defense this year.
That's pretty awesome. Now, you had your spring ball. Is there a position or a side of the field that you're kind of honing in on as looking for somebody to kind of step up, where you may have some question marks, but you want you want them to show something here in the 2 weeks before the season starts?
Well, offensively, before we had the most change as far as, kids graduating or position moves. And so our quarterback position and some of our wide receivers are new individuals. And so we're definitely looking for, guys like Juan Huerta, who's probably going to be our quarterback to kind of, step in. We have some transfer guys who come in who may, contend for a position or whatnot at that same spot. But quarterback and receiver are where we're looking for guys to step up and kind of show us something in these next 2 weeks when we get started.
Quarterback's usually that big position too, so I know you're going to have your eyes over there.
Yes, sir.
When you talk about your non-district, since you got the extra game that most people kind of don't, and thinking that in the playoffs, you know what district you're going up against next. So how do you use your non-district? Is it you use it to gain some momentum, get some wins, or play the toughest you can possibly play so that you're ready to get you're battle tested for not only district play but for that 21-6A team that's coming your way?
Well, without a doubt, we'll definitely be battle tested. Our non-district schedule is definitely a formidable, teams in the city. With us opening up with Clearbrook, it's kind of our backyard rival. It's a great game to play right here for our local South Belt community. And then we roll right into Grand Oak. Grand Oak's got a new coach, a large program. Coach has done a good job at his past stops. I expect him to do good things at Grand Oaks, Coach Sean McDowell. Then we roll into Dickinson and Lamar, who are two of the best teams in the city. And so we're definitely going to be battle tested. Our goal is to compete at a high level with those individuals, and we're looking to let the chips fall where they fall as we get ready to roll in the district. So without a doubt, we'll be battle tested. We'll have opportunity to get some wins, and we'll be ready to go when we get ready to open up with Deer Park for sure.
I guess I'll leave you with, I was reading that you have some good things to say about one of your offensive linemen, Evan Jordan. There, talk about him and how he kind of muscles up the opponents there.
Well, Evan Jordan, he's a 3-year starter here at Dobie High School. He's a true big physical offensive line individual. He looks imposing, he plays imposing. He's definitely a guy that has no problem moving guys in front of him. He's had a great spring, he's had a great summer camp, and he's definitely going to be somebody that the opposition is going to have to deal with up front. Expect big things from Evan Jordan coming up for sure.
Well, that's what I like to hear. All right, we got a month left before the season starts. I'm ready. I know you're getting ready. You look a little empty over there, so I can't wait to see the Longhorns out there, and I appreciate you joining with us today.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys having us. Go Dobie.
Nah, man.